Hello everyone, my name is Ezra and you're watching Eelsmo 15.
Eelsmo 15.
Now today, actually not today, yesterday we bought this 18-foot trailer built from 2002. I think it's a J&W trailer or W and J, I don't remember. Yeah, it's going to be carrying the John Deere 4200 and a bunch of other stuff like hay bales and all that stuff. But since it is what 2000, it's over a decade old, and it's seen better days. There's a few things that need to be worked onto it. At some point, we need to redo the wiring. Someone was lazy and only rewired it from a 7-pin to a 4-pin. So I only have the taillights, and even those hardly work. So we got home safely, but before we can really start using it, we got to hook up the braking axle and all the other 7-pin goodies. So we're not actually going to be doing any wiring today. We are actually going to be fixing a leak in one of the flat tires. Since we live on gravel, there's a bunch of stuff hidden underneath rocks and stuff, so there was probably a nail that punctured it on the way home because it was holding air on when we first bought it, like when we picked it up and hooked it up to the truck. So I already started taking off the lug nuts, but I'm going to show you what I do today. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. So I spray painted the hole. You can kind of see right where that little circle is. That is a nail. I'm kind of surprised on how it missed the first axle and hit the second. Yeah. So I already had the lug nuts taken off. I had to use, I don't think they're all the same, but I believe I used, what did I use? What size? A 13/16 inch socket on a 1/2-inch breaker bar. So yeah. I use that to take it off. I mean, it's just taking off lug nut. So let's actually jack it up a bit more, take it off, and then see if we can get that nail out, and then plug up the hole. I can feel the air coming out. So first things first, I'm going to use some needle nose pliers and really try to take out this nail as best I can. Because without it being taken out, I really can't do anything. Hole's getting bigger, that's for sure. And that is the suspect, a rusty old nail. Now you might be thinking, oh Ezra, you're letting all the air out of the tire. Yes I am, but I'm going to patch that hole in just a second. So in terms of patching the tire, I'm going to be using these tools. So I'm going to be having a tire repair set with 5 plugs. I'm going to have this twisty tool, and that'll be able to puncture the hole, make it even bigger, and I'll explain why in a second. And then this tool will actually feed one of these things in, and I'll show you how all this works in a second. On some tools, this tool and this tool will be combined, but I actually have 2 separate tools. So we're going to use this tool first to make the hole even bigger. Ugh, it stinks. Gotta really push it in. Okay, so now I saw the metal wires inside the tire. Yes, there are metal tires, or wires inside the tire. I'm going to now get my second tool with the hole, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Alright, so once you have your twisty tool punctured through the hole, and you have your puncture tool, or your hole tool with this thing through it, it's going to look just like this. Yeah, try not to touch too much of it, because it is sticky, and it will lose its effect. Oops, sorry about that. I'm going to take that. And this takes kind of a little bit. Now, this next step is very important. So, what we're going to do is just want to yank it out as fast as we can. That'll actually cut this little thing, and then it will cut this not plastic, whatever the heck it is, basically allowing your tool to be removed, but yet leaving this piece in. So, just as long as that in. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Easy as the pie. Now, we're not quite done yet. I don't want this on the road, and so I'm actually going to cut this off. Now, you can cut this off, and in fact, you should cut it off. However, you don't want to cut it at the base of the tire. You want to leave a little bit left. And also, looking at these tires up close, yeah, they're at the wear line. They need to be changed. And for this, I'm just going to use a quick, what do you even call these? Razor blade, yeah. This stuff is really hard to cut, I will admit. Alright, so this is what you should have as of now. It's just kind of this lump. Sometimes it's split, because I already twisted it together. I'm trying to cut it off as of now, so we're going to try to cut this off next. I don't really know what the exact tool is, so I'll get back to that in just a second. So after giving my dad a quick call, he told me that we actually have this little thing. It came with the kit, I believe, if I'm correct. That's what he said, I believe, to cut this off, and it's designed to cut this off. So we're going to see how well this does. And remember, not exactly at the base. Be careful not to cut yourself. Okay, I'm going to say that's okay. My dad is coming home on tomorrow, and he can check it out anyway. So, I mean, I'm not taking this trailer anywhere either, so, but if he thinks that needs to be cut even further, we will cut that even further. But, as of now, that is my tire repair on our 18-foot long trailer. I don't know why, but the braking axle on our trailer is the rear. But as I said earlier, someone was lazy and just wanted to redo the wiring, but they didn't want to do it all the way, so they only made it a 4-pin, so the braking axle is not connected. So we got to do that before we haul the tractor. I forgot how heavy this is. Alright, and there's actually a star pattern you can do when putting these lugs on. I don't exactly remember why we do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, having my upside, no wait, it doesn't matter, star pattern. So, no. I'm going to start from here. I'm going to hand tighten them first. Alright, I have two of these lug nuts that are on a little bit further, but I put them on hand tight, and they won't go any further, so I'm just gonna use these. We're also gonna use the same start pattern as putting them on hand tight. Hey! And here's our plug. As of now, I'm just gonna fill it back up with air. Okay, so all the tires on these trailers are not the same brand. Well, they might be the same brand, but they're not all the same size. So they're all tiny bit different. We are gonna buy some new tires, and hopefully I can get a new video for that, kind of like we did with the 4-wheeler. This tire is gonna have a max of 44 psi with the plug. And because it's an older tire, I'm not going to give it 44 psi. I'm only going to give it around 25. And I'd rather have a lower, softer tire pressure. Anything else? Plus, I'm not putting the tractor on this anytime soon. Besides, we have to get ramps for this because the ramps that came with it are missing. So, there are a few things that we need to do for this trailer, but for the price we got it, it was worth it. So, plus, more Eelsmo 15. 10 psi. 25. Thank you guys all so much for watching Eelsmo 15. If you liked the video, leave a like down in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys all next time. This is Ezra, signing off.